the excuse making that is in this annual report. This was just filed. So following their fourth quarter earnings call back on November 8th, this is their full annual report filing. So there's usually more color commentary in here from Disney about the goings on and what they look for in the future than just the every quarterly report they have. So I want to scroll through this. I've got some things highlighted here. I'm going to do my best to pull them up on screen so that everybody can see them as we kind of read through. So this is the first part, forward-looking statements, and then we go to part 1, and they break down all of their different, this is what we do at the Walt Disney Company. This is our business model. We employ 225,000 people. We do this, we do that. This is what we do for our employees: health, wellness, and family resources. The next thing we do is DEI.
That's true.
So let's read through some of this. And what is included in their DEI programs? Reimagine Tomorrow, which we all saw the horrible videos of that last year, the hostage video that they did with former CEO Bob Chapek. The company's digital destination for amplifying underrepresented voices, and features some of Disney's DE&I, diversity, equity, and inclusion commitments and action. More or less. I want you to specifically, y'all out there in the audience, I want you to remember all this in a second, because when we read something else, you're probably going to figure out what's going on with Disney faster than Disney ever will. So after Reimagine Tomorrow, we got the Executive Incubator. This is important. Creative talent development and inclusion, and the Disney Launchpad, Shorts Incubator, which are designed
those
to create,
are all horrible.
Yeah, designed to create a pipeline of next generation creative executives from underrepresented backgrounds.
Yeah,
okay?
When you guys get to be my age, you'll see a Shorts Incubator is not to be sneezed at. Just, you're laughing.
Did they use batteries now? You still got to plug them in.
What utter tripe.
Employee development programs and fellowships for underrepresented talent, and innovative learning opportunities which spark dialogue among employees, leaders, Disney talent, and external experts. Sparking dialogue is what they did to Bob Chapek in the hostage video last year. Okay, that's what they're talking about. Now, in and of itself, is there any problem with taking people that you hire that come from, as they put it, underrepresented backgrounds or ethnically diverse backgrounds, and helping them with, hey, let's put them on a path to management training if they exhibit the qualities that we really want to have here at Disney, and they're capable and talented, and it's a merit-based system? Not at all.
No, it is. It's actually is a form of oppression for them to be trained by these incompetent executives in any way, manner, or form.
You're right. It's not fair to the employees.
Who the hell are you?
Okay, so wait a minute. So all the years that I've been here in corporate America, I've just been using these executives to get ahead. Is that what they're saying?
Yes, that's it. You're the oppressor, Lorena. You've been taking advantage of white people. I don't know.
I have to laugh, because for years there have been programs at certain corporations that I've been in for underrepresented talent, and it was from the standpoint of they qualify on merit 100%, but you just kind of want to give them a bit more, a leg up, like especially if they're maybe like the first of their family to graduate from college. So it's like the raw talent is there. Yep. It's just, trying to help them, kind of like not internship program, but, to basically bring them up through the ranks. That's been going on at many companies for decades. So why put a spotlight on this now? I'm being rhetorical when I say that. Why put a spotlight on this now as if Disney is doing something great?
Well, is this something? Those are guys who read these as they're filed on a regular basis. Is this an unusually prominent placement of this
for entertainment companies? I would say yes, because I don't see the type of emphasis that Disney puts on this program at Disney is at least an order of magnitude more than what you'll see from Comcast, Universal, Paramount, Sony Pictures, and I mean, and I'm talking about looking at when they actually do their financial reporting. They all mention something about ESG in it because that's the cute Wall Street buzzword. It doesn't mean a damn thing, but it's one of those things that you got to say because it sounds good because that's what they expect to hear on an earnings call kind of deal. Disney actually, I mean, like they really dove into this, and the problem is what Lorena was, I think, pointing out. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but the problem what Disney's doing is they're pushing so heavily into this to make a show out of it, but they're forgetting wait, let's put some talented people in there first to move up the ladder. And again, because they don't have that many talented people at Disney now, whether they're white, black, Hispanic, or whatever. I mean, that to me is the issue. But it does go on. And in this next section here, the Disney Aspire plan, I mean, we Jonas, I think, has covered that before. Sustainability and social impact. The company's longstanding commitments to sustainability and social impact helps differentiate the company as an employer. Our priorities include operating responsibly, investing in our people's development and employee experience, diversity, equity, and inclusion, environmental stewardship and conservation, supporting our communities with a focus on supporting children and families.
This
Well,
is
that sounds
thing.
just perfectly altruistic.
This
It
is
does,
all-
doesn't it?
This is
Yeah.
in there for BlackRock, right?
They do what now?
It's for BlackRock.
More or
Yep.
less.
Well, this is all, and I mean, if you literally, if you scroll down, another 2 sentences, then you get to entertainment, by the way, where
Right,
they
exactly.
actually start there.
Oh, and
You
we do
didn't- you didn't
entertainment.
find that entertaining?
Yeah. That family thing, going back to Reimagine Tomorrow, the less prominent videos, obviously there's the one where they talk about all the stuff they're putting into their entertainment, but there were 2 videos after that talked about all the benefits that they wanted to give. I don't know how much trouble to get your channel in here, Valiant, so I'm not going to say what they wanted to pay for children and turning those children into children of a different gender.
Yes.
And
They
to
were
make sure that they
covering those costs for their employees who had children that wanted to become something else other than what they were made.
So they were marketing that to their employees to say, "Hey, we want to make sure that everybody knows we're looking to fill some slots here. Your kid could be the next one." So
Yeah. I'm going to skip ahead because there is a section before what I'm getting to that I do want to discuss, but just in terms of relating to what we just read, I want to scroll down here and we're going to page 18 for those of you following along at home. I'm sure
I'm looking forward to a few years from now when Disney is handling the issue of some of their employees wishing to be cats and they require a litter box in their cubicle.
What do you mean when? I'm sure they've already got
forward.
1 or 2 of those, Pro.
Absolutely.
They're already figuring out now. They got a whole makeup department making up some prosthetics. Let's read this because there's a lot in here. Now, this is part of Disney's statement on what affects their entertainment division, okay? And this is a long multi-page narrative here, and I'm skipping right ahead, way ahead here. I'm not going to read through all this, but I want to do this paragraph because this is important. This is so we just talked about the DEI stuff, right? We talked about how Disney has been incubating these creatives and these executives, people that they're putting into positions of power to make decisions on what kind of money to spend, what to make creatively. And remember, Bob Iger is the CEO that loves creatives. He wants to give creatives full-blown reign over everything. He doesn't want to get in their way. And that's what he hated about Bob Chapek. That's what he hated about Kareem Daniel, a man of color who was a Muslim, by the way, who was the second in command at Disney that they fired. Just throwing that out there because he was Bob Chapek's friend. Remember that, y'all? Anyway, so that was, the highest ranking person at Disney that was not white, and they got rid of him.
He's the most powerful black guy in Hollywood. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, person of color. I don't know if he was black. I think he was part Middle Eastern, if memory serves.
I think Kareem Daniel was black. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is.
I think,
I'm
I
going to
think
say
he was.
probably still is, actually.
Yeah,
Probably
he
still is.
but-
Yeah.
So,
But
so
you know,
Disney,
just how a certain
Disney axed him,
sorry,
right?
I
And
didn't cut you off.
I'm just saying the access media suddenly swallowed their skepticism and their criticisms of Disney when they decided to get rid of the most powerful black man in Hollywood. It's amazing.
Oh, of course, because he had the wrong ideology.
That's
Yep.
it.
Remember, it's what I tell people. It doesn't matter if you're a quote unquote person of color, which is nonsense because everyone is a person of color. However, as soon as you are a person of color and you go against the narrative that a certain side of the aisle says that you have to have, guess what? You're fair game now. You are no
Yep.
longer protected.
Let me jump off what I didn't mean to interrupt you. If you're going, Lorena, keep going.
Oh no, that's it.
Okay,
That's
because
pretty much it.
because if they say that if a person of color has a different ideology, that they don't have lived experience, indicating very specifically that this is not about representation. This is strictly about power.
Representation.
Exactly, 100%.
Make sure you're subscribed to Valiant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.